So moving on to your next topic, you have cost of employee turnover. Now, what is the cost of employee turnover? Okay, now cost of employee turnover is grouped into two. That is, it is preventive cost and it is replacement cost. Okay, now there is what is preventive cost? Preventive cost is nothing but the cost which is incurred for prevention of labor turnover. Okay, the cost which you are incurring in order to avoid labor turnover. These costs, if increased, would result in considerable of fall in labor turnover. These costs include the following. These are the things that you need to remember as to how you will take into consideration your preventive cost. Okay, increase in remuneration or emoluments, increase incentives, medical benefits given to employees, perquisites like car facilities, HRA, etc., which is provided, increasing expenses to keep working environment clean and tidy, welfare measures like subsidized canteen facilities, recreation facilities, and any development programs, attractive retirement benefits, and good working conditions. Okay, with the help of these things, you can reduce the labor turnover, but your cost will get increased. So these are preventive cost. Next, we will see what are replacement cost. Replacement costs are basically those costs which arise due to labor turnover. Okay, these expenses start with advertisement cost in newspaper. Okay, wherein you will put that labor required and employees required, graduates required. Okay, it starts off with advertisement which was happening in newspaper. I just gave you the example, which is followed by other recruitment process and ends with a new corner being indicated into an organization. Now the following are the main replacement costs. That is cost of recruitment, cost of training. You recruit the employee, then you train the employee, then loss of production due to the time lag between separation and recruitment of low productivity, and new productivity of new workers. Then cost of excessive defectively and spoilage. Then you have your cost associated with normal coverage of tool and machineries, spillage or privilege by the new corner. Then you have cost of additional supervision required at the new corner. Okay, basically because of all of these, you will again have to employ and re-employ the employees, and based on which you will have to incur a replacement cost, which completely starts with the advertisement. Okay, now these cost of low labor turnover is generally treated as overhead expenses. The normal practice is to correct the total cost of replacement and apportion the basis number of employees in each department. Okay, now after the preventive cost and replacement cost, the next thing is causes of employee turnover. There are various causes. That is personal cause, you have your unavoidable cause. What is personal cause? Personal cause could be a few of these causes. That is death of employee, permanent disability, hasty nature of employee. Then you have your domestic reasons like marriage. Okay, then dissatisfied with the job, dissatisfied with remuneration, unhappy with the locality. Okay, change for betterment, retirement, and superannuation like due to ill health. These could be the personal causes for employee turnover. Then unavoidable causes could be redundancy due to seasonal nature, lack of work, shortage of resources, change in plant location, fall in market demand. Okay, discharge of disciplinary action. Then what could be your avoidable? What can the company actually avoid? Your avoidable causes are dissatisfaction with the job. You can probably reduce the employee turnover by increasing the satisfaction. Okay, then unsatisfactory working condition, lack of future prospect, dissatisfaction with remuneration, relationship with the superior and co-workers, lack of transport facilities, lack of accommodation, medical and other facilities, lack of amenities, lack of incentives, and unsympathetic management. But these are all avoidable. You can avoid these causes in order to reduce the employee labor turnover. Okay, now your next topic is effects of labor turnover. Now effects of labor turnover is basically the general effects due to which the labor turnover increases. Okay, how due to the following situation. Now it could be fall in production. All of this is very self-explanatory, and that is why I'm just reading it out for you and not explaining. Okay, this is all very self-explanatory and self-understandable. Now, fall in production, this lower rate of production will increase overall cost of production, dislocation of even flow of management. Now, these are the effects of labor turnover. What will happen because of the labor turnover? Okay, increase in selection and training cost, increase of scrap, high accident rates, mishandling of machines, instability of labor and low team spirit, disturbs the regular working force. It increases orientation workers and breaks down the machine frequently. Because of these are the various effects which will happen because of the increasing labor turnover to the organization. Now this is the necessary format for labor turnover report. Okay, you have to prepare a necessary report and you will have to give. As we looked into earlier, these will be the necessary information which will be given in the particular report. This will be furnished and this is the format of the report. Now next, moving on to your next illustration, it is illustration 23. Okay, this is your last illustration for this particular chapter. Now from the following data, calculate labor turnover rates by applying separation method, replacement method and flux method. Now number of workers on the payroll at the beginning, at the end. Now you know what you have to do at the beginning, at the end. You have to just divide it by the average, that is 2, and get the average. Okay, now during the workers, 20 workers left, 80 workers were discharged, 300 workers were recruited. Of these, 50 workers were recruited in the vaccines of those who left. Now while the rest were engaged for an expansion scheme. So all the information is directly given to you. You will have to just calculate your average. Based on that, you will have to substitute this into the particular formula as I taught you earlier. Okay, with this we come to an end with your last chapter, with your third chapter. Okay, this is the last problem. Now under your labor turnover under separation method, you will know how many workers left and discharged. How many workers? Now you will have to calculate your average. Okay, that is 20 workers left, 80 workers were discharged. 20 plus 80 divided by 2, which will give you the percentage. Then you will have to substitute that into the formula, based on which you will get the percentage. Now this has not this particular method is not showing you the working of the average, so you will only have to calculate your average, and based on that you will have to find out your solution. Okay, now how are you going to calculate your average? It is nothing but 1800 plus 2000 divided by 2, which will give you 1900. Okay, it has only not shown you the calculation of average. After you find out this, you will have to just substitute everything into the formula. Okay, so with this particular illustration, we come to an end with your third chapter. Okay, with this we come to an end with your third chapter, that is employee cost. Thank you for watching.